Auntie Caroline. Let's go to the park.
Oh, what's what you doing with it?
It's my house. What are these doing on my telly?
What's wrong? There's nothing else on at this hour.
All right, Harry. Shut the blinds, will you? That sun's terrible.
Fresh air, that's what you want.
Oh, I'll leave it out.
Oh, it's freezing, Harry.
It's fresh, more than can say for this room.
That's Ralph's socks, sir.
And I can't lay this table with all this gear on it.
Oh, wait, can't we have a bit of privacy?
Privacy? It's my living room.
Oh, I don't care. I can get dressed anywhere.
And you cover yourself up. This is a respectable house.
Oh.
I'll go when I'm ready.
There's no point in arriving late.
Might as well stay here then.
Get yourself a bad reputation.
Thought you enjoyed my company.
I do.
Let's make the most of it.
You should be at school.
Where should you be?
What's me first? What a wee bladder.
I'm first. I've got a weak heart.
Oh, you can have a transplant. It won't cost you nothing.
Isn't that perfume lovely?
Did you buy that?
No, it came from America.
You things in a big way over there.
How long's she gonna be?
Hey, they've got 3 bathrooms in their house, you know.
It's a pity she didn't bring one with her, isn't it?
Over go now. I'll get there for break and I'll be hanging around.
Well, I would rather you were hanging round there than here.
Why is someone coming?
No.
Leave me alone then.
Look, if you're going to stay here, then we've got to talk. You're here for a purpose. I want to help. Well, it's what you asked for.
All you've done is make things worse.
I tried to do my best.
You've got more of them on me back. Social workers, key workers, counsellors. I've been trying to shake them off and you're piling them all back on again. How many more have you got stashed away, eh?
Don't be silly.
I've done as I was told. I've been to the counselling sessions. I've talked my head off. I've said what they wanted to hear. Isn't that enough?
Everybody's trying to help you.
They're out for what they can get.
That is not fair.
Isn't it? Let them ask you the questions they ask me, eh? Who's this, Brian?
How long's she gonna be?
Wish I was a garden gnome.
Sounds as though she's crop spraying in there.
Morning, fellas.
Joe's old friendly, that, you know.
It's killing me. They shouldn't have through the customs. Oh, you.
Daddy, Daddy.
Jess?
Leave her a minute.
It's not my fault you didn't know I was here.
I am not happy about this.
I had no chance to explain.
No chance.
Louise, I think you'd better go to school.
Why? It's nearly time to come home.
Please.
Oh, well, if it makes you happy. It's games today, I think.
Hannah, I've been in London for 2 weeks. I didn't expect to come back to this.
I can explain.
I telephoned you every chance I got.
Yes, I know you did.
You never said a word.
I told you everything. You asked me what I'd been doing. I told you what I'd done and who I'd done it with.
And you didn't tell me.
It wasn't Louise you were interested in.
Hannah, I've made my feelings plain. This is my house as much as it's yours. And I've every right to say who stays here and who doesn't. She's not family. She's not friend. We've got nothing in common with her. She's not our type.
She needs us.
Well, she doesn't need me, and I certainly don't need her.
Well, she needs a place to stay.
A hotel?
A home.
She's got a home, a children's home, paid for by the state. Fully equipped, all mod cons, trained staff, every facility.
And it's not the same as being part of a family.
Oh, I'm sure it isn't. Perhaps her family could do something about that.
Look, there are things about her that you don't know. I'll tell you all about it when she's gone to school.
I'll say what I like, when I like, under my own roof.
You know, apart from one trip to Spain, the only kind of holiday I could ever afford was somewhere in England. Standard accommodation.
Ralph, has this left you short?
No, it's just that if we hadn't been staying with Mona and Gerald, I would have been able to show you around as much as I did. And we couldn't have eaten in posh restaurants. Would have been egg and chips and pub food.
Now, look, if you're short of cash because of me, I want you to say so. I understand the situation. I mean, you weren't planning a holiday. I was. I came prepared.
No, it's just that I wanted you to know I'm not loaded.
You know, I enjoyed the nights as much as the days.
So did I. I mean, I'm no Casanova, but...
If you were, I would have run a mile. That was one of the minor irritations back home. Campus Casanovas. They never let up, even when Carter was still alive. You know, I really like you, Ralph. I had a great time.
What am I going to say to her?
She'll take it in her stride. She's got to stop living in the past, too. I've been through this with Hattie. Kids let you lead your own life. They do.
She's a baby.
No, she's not. She understands more than you realize.
Just wait till she's out of the way.
She can get out of the way now. She's accused her own brother of...
It's not like that, Paul. You don't understand.
Do you know what sort of a position this puts me in? Sleeping in the next room, in and out of the same bathroom. She could say anything. She could compromise me.
Why would she want to do that?
I don't know. I don't know anything about her.
She needs help.
Sure she does.
Well, someone's got to try.
I haven't.
Well, I think I have.
I don't understand your attitude. It's not as if you had any training or experience. You don't know what you're doing. You're just blundering along, ignoring every danger.
I'm not ignoring every danger. I only wish I could.
What do you mean by that?
You're right, Paul. I am blundering along. I know I am. I'm out of my depth. I don't know what I'm doing. But what I do know is that she needs someone. And I'm the only person available. And if she's put her faith in me, she must be desperate because no one else ever has. I don't trust her. I wish I did. I wish I wasn't locking drawers, locking cupboards, keeping my handbag by my side. I wish I wasn't hoping that you'd go back to London out of harm's way. I wish I could believe every word she says. But I don't trust her any more than you do. But I have to pretend to trust her. Pretend that I don't suspect her of lying.
Why? Why do you have to do all this?
Because her own father warned me against her. Would we do that to our child?
Don't take any notice of him. He won't tell you the truth.
And you will?
Go to school, Louise.
What have you got against me? What have I ever done to you?
I've no intention of involving myself in this sort of discussion.
Don't you think I'm good enough to talk to?
We'll discuss it later.
I asked you the question.
This is intolerable.
Louise, leave things. Paul and I will have sorted everything out by the time you get back.
He hates me Dad. He put me away. Put me away. What do you know about that, eh?
Look at the new house, Jess. The daddy doll and the baby doll are living in it. And everything's new. The daddy bought a new table and chairs and a big new sofa. And curtains for all the windows. And carpets for all the floors, didn't he? But he had no mummy doll to help him.
He had the baby.
Oh, yes. He had the baby. He'll always have the baby. But there's no mummy doll living in this house. It's very sad for the daddy and the baby, but she's not there anymore. I can't see her. Can you? She just isn't there anymore. She just isn't there. I think it's time we put this doll away now. Do you?
So this is what you call elevensies.
Yep, it's a great British tradition.
There are so many of them.
Well, eat up. We've got to keep some flesh on your bones. We can't have you going home like a scarecrow, can we?
Ooh, fat shag. This is sinful.
I can't stand people who are afraid of food.
Do you think we ought to save some for Harry?
No. They look better in your mouth than his.
Oh, you sure know how to charm a girl, Ralph.
Oh, you're charming enough.
Harry doesn't think so.
Oh, Harry, you'd need a dozen VCs and a map of the D-Day landings tattooed across your chest to please him.
He is kind of miserable, isn't he?
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
You mean there's more?
Are you coming down?
No.
I'd like you to. You've got to understand that sometimes it's difficult for Paul and me.
Told him everything.
I have to.
Every detail.
I have no choice.
Yeah.
He's my husband.
Well, it suits you. Did you tell him everything about Brian? Did that suit you?
You've got no right to talk about that.
Why not? Do you think you're better than me, do you? You can broadcast my affairs, but I can't mention yours.
I have not been broadcasting your affairs.
Ralph.
I had to explain to Paul why you're still here.
And does he know why you're still here? Does he know you were ditched? Does he know he's only got you because Brian wasn't really bothered?
Keep your voice down.
He doesn't know about the letters, does he? He doesn't know he had them locked away like everything else in this house.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Oh, yeah, it has. I'll tell Paul everything. I'll tell Paul what was in them. I can remember.
You'll do no such thing.
I'll write them out again.
Don't you dare.
I bet Brian was here, wasn't he? I bet when Paul was out, you invited him round. Didn't you? That won't stop me.